Welcome to the project demonstration of Wi-Fi control spy robot with laser gun. So here we are going to controlling this robot in 4 directions: forward, backward, left, right, and stop with the help of the phone through the Wi-Fi. So that Wi-Fi commands will be received by this ESP8266 module, and based on that commands received, it will microcontroller PIC microcontroller will control the direction of this robot. Along with, whenever we trigger that to on the laser, this is the laser gun. So this will be triggered from the microcontroller through this MOSFET board. So this one is the MOSFET board to control this laser gun, and we'll get the we'll providing 5 volts power supply to this laser gun with from this motherboard, and the whole system driven by the battery of 12 volt 1 amp. And as we required 5 volts power supply to this motherboard, so for that we are going to making use of a 7805 regulator which is present on this L293D motor driver. So this is the 7805 regulator which will provide us 5 volts constant power supply by taking input of 12 volts 1 amp, and the whole system driven by this 5 volts power supply only. And while controlling the direction of this robot to DC motors, we are going to getting input signal from the microcontroller to this L293D motor driver. So L293D motor driver which can control the direction of 2 DC motors simultaneously. So as our robot consists of the 2 DC motors, so to control that we need dual H-bridge circuit. So that L293D motor driver consists of dual H-bridge circuits inside the system, so that we can get the triggers from this controller and we can control the direction of the 2 DC motors. Parallelly, the vehicle will be controlled in 4 directions. So coming to this motherboard PIC 1673, this crystal oscillator, this one is steel plated one, is a crystal oscillator which will provide the clock pulse of 20 megahertz to the microcontroller. The purpose of the clock pulse is we have provided some set of instructions to the system to control the output modules like DC motors and a laser gun, and next that instructions will be executed by pulse. Whenever we providing one pulse, one instruction will be executed, second pulse, second instruction, like that 20 mega pulses per second will be getting from the 20 megahertz crystal oscillator, so that we will get the 20 mega instructions execution per second. And this one is the restart switch. So to restart the microcontroller, if is there any unresponse from the system, then you can just restart that. And this is the MOSFET board as we said. So we are using IRF Z44 MOSFETs to trigger this laser. So this is the main on off switch. So on and off. And as we are using, this is a rechargeable battery. In order to recharge that, so connect the charger to the B slot here and keep this aside, and on the transformer. The transformer will take 230 volts input and provide us 12 volts AC output, and from this regulated power supply board we will get 12 volts DC which is sufficient to charge our battery. So it will be fully charged in a duration of 8 to 10 hours, and after that you can disconnect the battery from the charger and you can switch off the charger. So now coming to the execution steps. So we need to install the application, so Juice SSH application from the Play Store, so which is main application to control the robots. So Juice application, this one is the Juice application. And next, go to hotspot settings of your phone, change the hotspot name to the project 4921. So change the project name to project 4921 network name, and a password 129, and the band is 2.4 gigahertz. So these 3 are very important. So without any space, without any capital letter, I'm repeating that. Okay, if you miss any character, if you add any character, then the system will not respond. So on the hotspots, and then open the application. So now we can switch on the robots. So you can see one device will be connected here. So click on the device. So you will get the IP address in some mobile phones. If you didn't get that, then install the network analyzer application. Note down this IP address 192.168.159.145, and from the network analyzer application also. So install this and go to options, do LAN scan. So right, so it's not showing in this one, but like directly from this you can note on that 192.168.159.145, and open the application, and here manage connections, new connection add. So here we need to change three sections. One is type is telnet and address is 192.168.159.145 and next is port 8080. So next time onwards in order to enter this directly you will get here itself. When you open the SSH client you can get this in connections. So you can connect to that. There you will get the three lines as it's connected. And now coming to the robot controlling. So like F is for forward direction, small f enter, and small s stop, small b back, and small s stop, L left side rotation, and S stop. And coming to the laser gun on, so you can use 1, right, the laser get light on, you can see that, and 0 for off. So 1 on, 0 off, right.